Hello everyone, my name is Ken Lee. I'm an academic at the London School of Economics. This short video is to recognise the prize winners for the best essays on the core course of the MSc Accounting, Organisations and Institutions. Really happy to have our sponsor here, which is St James Place, represented by Sean Godfrey. Sean, how are you doing?
I'm very good. Thanks, Ken. Thanks for having me along today.
Thanks for taking the time out to mark this important event. And I guess, first of all, just for some context, how did SJP get involved in sponsoring this? And how important do you think it is to sponsor prizes like the one we're talking about today?
Yes, Ken. Well, St James's Place Wealth Management have had a long relationship spanning many years with the LSE through one of our founding partners, Mike Wilson and Mike Power. And we wanted to make sure that we continued with the good relationship that we have with the LSE.
Super. I mean, sadly, this year we haven't been able to do a face-to-face award ceremony with the prize winners, but it's really good to have the opportunity to talk to you. But I wondered whether you, as a practitioner, Sean, had any thoughts on the essays that did actually manage to win the prizes this year.
Yeah, well, I did have a read through most of them. I have to say that I think you and I have spoken many times before. They write some brilliant essays, and I can get most of it. But certainly the key for me is whether I can understand the basis by which they're putting their arguments forward, and that's the thing I look for. I thought Shengli particularly relevant because of the COVID-19 and the topic of risk management. And I thought it was really interesting that risk management and the risk structure and the way we look at it will almost certainly become part of day-to-day corporate activity for many years to come. And so it should be as well. Risk management has always been one of those areas that people have paid little heed to, and I think it should be brought forward, and Shenli's paper helps do that. I thought Achmad's paper on the decentralisation of funding raised some really interesting questions about how the state, villages, people could provide better financial governance in a more constructive way, certainly for allowing people to take more control of their destiny. I thought that was really interesting. And probably my favourite of the three, which was Gianluca's essay, which was looking at NGOs and the way that they're accounted for and their activities accounted for by simply looking at the problem instead of looking at the donors, looking at the beneficiaries. And for me, that's turning the telescope and looking at the problem from a different angle. And I always like to do that on a problem myself.
I felt definitely, I mean, I was very pleased for sure. I was very happy, but also I think in a sort of way, I saw the reward as a justification for all the hard work, but also the doubts that I had at the beginning of the year and throughout the time I was writing my thesis.
Well, I feel so excited. I mean, I didn't think that it would be possible for me to be awarded with this prize, because at the first time in my first term, in my economics term, my performance was not really good. I've got problems with writing even shorter essays.
Well, I think I have three feelings. First, I'm very grateful for what I learned in LSE, especially my supervisors, Professor Power and Dr. Silvana and Professor Manican. They all gave very much help for me. And then I feel honored to get socially connected with St. James Academy, because it's a well-known academy with world-leading career services on financial services and wealth management. So I feel honored. And finally, I feel humbled to receive this prize, because I think my LC peers are also very excellent. I just happened for me to receive the prize, and I think it's a great chance to have the chance to learn with the world-leading talents in LSE.